folks, Nick the Forster here. I'm still working on this 045 AV for the night. This is going to be part 2 of that video, the putting it back together. As you saw in the last video, we found out what the issue was. It had broke rings. I mean, I haven't run into that before, but it sure enough did. The rings were broke off in it, So that's what ended up happening. I'm just checking the squish right now, see exactly what it is. I tell you, it ain't a whole lot. Or I say it ain't a whole lot. It has a whole lot. I mean, that ain't nothing. Man, I can't hardly get a reading on this 60,000 solder. That's it right there. It can't be more than or less than 50. Yeah, this solder specs out at really about 63, and it's supposed to be 62. So yeah, it specs out at about 63. And where we just took our squish at, which showing right there, 50,000 squish. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull the base gasket. So I tightened it down tighter than stock, and it's still at 50. So yeah, we're gonna pull the base gasket, and we're gonna fix this thing right on up. I think we pull the base, and it'll still probably be at 30. Which will be right in the ballpark. I don't know what our transfers look like. Don't have any idea what our timing looks like, but I can already tell you it'll probably be a little better. That's not nowhere. What's it called? Didn't fall out. See, cutting that solder off, I just want to make sure we ain't got none down inside it. I think we had just a little bit of fuel down in there. Hard to tell. Yeah, it's just fuel. A little bit of crud, but nothing too bad. Honestly, it looks amazing down in there. Yeah, I mean, this thing, she ain't pretty. She is not pretty. They do not have a very good squish band in them. They're like a D chamber with not even a flat D. Let me look at this other one real quick. Let's see if it's it. Granted, the transfers on this thing are much smaller. Yeah, this thing's got even smaller squish band on it. I don't know if this other one was stock or not. I really don't know. But I do like the boot on it better. Boot's definitely a little bit thicker. So I think that's what we're going to roll with. I think we'll roll with this boot, I believe. That should be fine. That should be fine off in there. Well, I don't know. The face on it looks a little bit better. So we may just end up staying with the stock one. But yeah, we'll cut we're going to take that base gasket out and recheck it. So let's do that here and now. Get this piece of crud off it. Don't want nothing going down in it. Question is, can we get it up without it tearing, just for later purposes? I don't know. This one's one of them that's looks like it's gonna be pretty stuck. Grab a razor blade. Usually that's what I like to go with. You can usually get up underneath it. There we go. Start working both ways. Sometimes you can save these guys and save yourself a lot of what's called. No, it's just going to tear, so let's go ahead and tear it off. I'm going to have to scrape it down. I'll pause y'all 1 second. I'll pause y'all and we'll come back after I get done scraping this off. Alright folks, we're back. Got it done. All cleaned off. Well, at least all the gasket off. I'll give it another cleaning before we Honda bond it. And I don't want y'all to get the impression that every saw here gets ported or anything, because it doesn't. Most of my saws aren't ported. I'd say 75% of them are. I've only ported a handful that I really wanted to. There we go. Slide it out. There we go. This one's more about just getting it back together and getting it running than porting or anything. Slide that guy. Don't like how it doesn't have locators on here. Some of these Stihl, especially these slanted ones, kind of a bugger. I know they're relying on the bolt to center them, but that don't work great all the time. Alright, let's grab another. Throw it down on that side. There you go. Get this one started. Get this one started. And actually, I misspoke earlier about all the AV mounts. They're actually pretty good. So, we ain't got to worry about that. The one on the handle that I thought was broke is just the way I looked at it. Alright, let's give her another go. See what we get at. I'll give it plenty to get a bite on. Give it that much. Set it in like that. Oh yeah, definitely getting a little bit better now. Won't be perfect. Ooh man. But we definitely got a whole lot better squish there. Much better. Granted, I said she's ugly squish band. That's a whole lot better than it was. Zero it back out. Now we're sitting at 43. 45, down on the very band, 39. I'll take it. I will take that all day. And I'm not worried about the rest of it because at 43 and 40 now, we're perfectly safe. So we're going to pull this guy back off one more time. Probably going to swap. No, I'll leave this intake boot. I'll just clean it off. I think the rest of this, yeah, fairly well clean. It's not perfect, but it's fairly well. I don't think I nicked it anywhere. Boot's in pretty decent shape, just dirty. Just a dirty old bugger. So we'll pull it apart, clean it off one more time with some brake clean. We're gonna glue it back together. And then the fun part is putting it all back together. That's the real fun part about it. Cool. I said these bolts really don't come out here all that nice. Not like a new cylinder. You gotta slide them out these little side pockets it has on it. I'll show you. Look at the little slide pocket you gotta slide it out of. You gotta do it on both the front ones toward the exhaust. So I'm about to clean this up real quick like. Grab another paper towel. About to clean my finger off. Found my Yama Bond, or Honda Bond, wherever I said it. Alright, there it is, moto seal. I said I use it all, so that's why I called it a couple different things, because I use multiple. Gotta clean my fingers off. There we go. Should be enough to do the cylinder and the case. Start on the cylinder side. Just give it one final quick pass. Go. Come over here to the case. Give it one final pass. She'll be ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of a thud now that we got some compression. There we go. All right, let's glue this bad boy down. Rub my fingers off just to be safe. Should be good to go. Oh, I gotta see if I can get this. I used it last and couldn't find the top, so I threw this top on there. Now it's stuck. There we go. Hope it doesn't come squirting all out on me, but I'm feeling it will. Yep. Set that over there. Let's pick this up. It'll quit dripping. Start slowly going around it. There you go. That guy up to the top. Come around to the bottom side. Try to meet up here. Oh shoot. A little more come out than I expected. There we go. Take my thumb, run it up that line, run it back down, take just another glob, run it like that. Well, we have a good, what's it called right there? I'll take my finger, go over the side of the case, take that off. My biggest thing is I don't like it to get inside the case. That's what I'm going for. Come in here, go like so, come down, meet that other end right there. That should be enough. Oh, we got a little bit off in the case right there. See if I can get it off of my finger. Oh. I mean, a little bit will just burn off, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. There we go. Sure we're good on the top and bottom. Got a little bit on our piston there, our rod. Let that set for a second. Let it start setting up. Go ahead and grab some, and I like to put a little bit, just a small skim on our cylinder. That way it can meet up with that a little bit bigger on the, what's it called? Make a nice good seal. Just a small little skim. Make sure we don't close off our impulse. side. Start right there. Putting that guy down. Found with humidity, my stuff down here dries a little bit quicker than other folks. That's just because of the humidity we have right now. It's been raining all day, so it's humid as can be. Okay. They'll have that one wrapped up. Pretty good coverage there. Let that start setting up. Clean off the case a little bit right here. Think we'll be fine. And we got a little bit of trash got off in that. Let me pull it out. Back up there real quick. Fix that one little spot right there. One little spot right there. There we go. Alright, let's close up this guy. Let's glue this sucker back down. That'll be good. So we dropped a bolt right there. Just fell off the end of our table. Grab our compressor. Get it set on up there. Put that guy back off. Now the fun part's gonna be trying to get this guy lined back up. There we go. Likes to do that, which I don't like. Rotate. I usually start it on this side. Come on. There it goes. Don't think we got any on our piston. That's good. So we still got pretty good coverage all the way around. Slide her on down in here. See if I can go ahead and start a bolt off in here. There's one. There's two. Slide it on down in the case. Could be something like that. See if I can go ahead and get this guy to at least start. Two down, back into this guy. Throw this last guy in here. Make sure this guy gets started. It has. Go. That one's loosely tight. That one's loosely tight. Yeah, it's loosely tight. Get this last guy. Then we'll start at one corner, go crossways. That should be tight. Should be tight. Go up. Go up to this guy. That should be tight. That should be tight. There we go. so that we got good squish out all the way around. Even right. That case not lined up well. No, we got squish out right there. Good deal. Yeah, we got good squish out everywhere, all the way around. That's a good sign. All right, we're ready to start flacking this guy on back together. Make sure nothing's off in here. Cylinder was clean. So, we're going to start. Guess we'll start by putting this cover back on. Cleaned it up a fair amount. See, you went like so. We had one. That went right like that. Come on. Should have two other small little screws. There's one. There's one. Still not one of the worst designs I've seen to try to change a cylinder. I mean, it's definitely not the easiest by any means. I've had much easier, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not the easiest of them, but it's not terrible. There we go. Slide this guy back in. We'll go ahead and put spark plug back in. Had a brand new spark plug off in it. Somebody was trying to get it running. That way nothing gets down in it. Go. Let's tighten this guy down. Now let's grab this guy. Okay. It's gonna be the fun part. How's this guy look? I want to see how our impulse looks. I was tugging on it fairly hard. So to do this, that guy went straight up like that. This guy went up around here, up through here, like that. Sorry, I don't know if y'all be able to see this. That just putting this spark plug wire back in here. Goes like that. This kill wire comes in behind it, up through here. And get it go back in there. Oh, there it goes. Like so. That guy just laid out there. Now we gotta clean that back off, clean that little bit of trash out of there. That way we can get to all this. Make it easy on ourselves. Okay. Now we got to get this impulse in. Also getting all this lined up. So let's take this guy. I'm gonna fold him around there for now. Gotta take this impulse, get him on there. I'll slide it to the end of the table. That way I have a little bit easier work-wise on impulse. It's not gonna be easy doing it that way. There's really no easy way to do it. I guess I could pull it out and push it back through, but even then it's gonna be difficult. Maybe we'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll go ahead and try to get our intake through. It's not the easiest thing to do, I can definitely say that. Not the easiest feat. Probably easier to clamp it on the cylinder afterwards. Gotta get that pushing in, there we go. Get you through. Come on. Yep. Start working your way through here. Oh, almost got it. Come on now. There we go, got a third of it. Working your way through. There you go. Come on, you're there. There you go. Money, money, money. Perfect. Now we can pull it back out just a touch. Get that impulse in. Oh, that's not going to be easy. It was not easy before. Definitely not be now. Probably should have did it before. Need my longer set of pliers. Get it from this side. I have to actually undo that. Oh, that is not easy to do. I don't know any way to make it easier. Yeah. Can we pull it this way and do it? Maybe. It's not terrible trying to do it that way. It's definitely not easy. Let's pull this tank, or this, what's called, back out. Pull this off, pull this back out. Fix that later. Come on, I don't want to tear you up. There you go. Go back through there. There you go. Alright, let's see if we can get this first, and then we'll pull our tank in. I just hate the way they have this thing turned. I don't know why it's that steep of an angle. Or should I just pull this through, and then just try to pull it through again? I don't know. We'll see. Pull through. So let's touch it here. There we go. And this off. Just try to pull it back through. If we can, I don't know. It's not going to be easy. Any way I do this. It's not going to be easy to do. Come on, go back up. Come on now. I know somebody's over here laughing at me. I can't get this thing to do like I want it. I'm probably going about this the wrong way. There's probably some easier way to do it. I just ain't figured it out yet. Trying to pull this impulse back through. I can get the what's it called through. That ain't no issue. It's impulse that's giving me trouble. And I'm working with my left hand. Now I'm right-handed as can be. So it's a little bit difficult for me. Don't want to break it. There's got to be some better way to do this. I think you do have to send it this way. Just line it up somehow. There you go. Got it back in there. Except it's turned the wrong way now. Let's see if we can get it turned the right way. Okay. Back turn like she's need to be. Close right there. She's on it. Just barely. Man, that's not easy. There's no good way to get that sucker on there. Guess like this is the best way to do it. There you go. She's fully seated off on in there now. Now we gotta pop this guy, like I was saying, like that. And we gotta line our intake up. Come on, intake, work with me. There you go. There we go. Let's get her lined back up. There you go. Whew, that is not easy. That is not easy to do. Alright, go ahead and connect the kill wire back up. I think it'll be fine right there. This guy, can't remember if it bolted right there. Right there, I think it was right there. Yeah, one more little BO screw. Use that right there. Get that guy screwed in there. 29 minutes, this one's gonna be a long one. But we better work overtime on getting it back together. Oop, can't do that because gotta get around my kill wire. Or not my kill wire, my power wire, or spark plug. Coil wire, there you go. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Now we can send it right there. just gotta have a little bit of patience. Be willing to work with stuff. It ain't ever easy. There we go. Sure, kill wire. It's not popping on there. Great. There we go. Now she's on there. Okay. Now we can start lining the rest of this up. We'll go ahead and start this mount in here. Can. And get it lined up. Where do you need to go? I think up. Up just a touch. Something like that. See if I can get my pick wherever I set it. Usually use my pick to get stuff started. Get stuff at least lined up. You don't take a whole lot of things. That's a good one to take, is use a pick. Get stuff lined up. There we go. Something like that. Now, come on. Had you there. There we go, right there. We won't fully tighten it for a minute. So we gotta take this guy, go down through, I believe it's right there. Get that one started. Come on now. Play nice with me. Do the same thing, get this guy started. This definitely ain't an easy one to get cracking. Let's see, let me pull you down just a titch. Gotta get you started off through here. Pull it back out. Take her pick. Okay. That's it. She's all the way through right there. Just gotta get this guy to go all the way through it. Come on. I'll just hold. I said, I know there's probably an easier way to do this. Somehow, some way. Probably helps if you got new mounts too. These are probably just a touch worn. Got it there. Sometimes you just gotta fiddle with them. Alright, that mount's tight. Spin it back around. Just clean out this car box a little better. Granted, that ain't the biggest deal because it's got a pretty good filter on it. But we're gonna make it even better with a little bit of foam later on. Take the pliers, tighten this guy on down. Get where she's tight. I'm gonna open these guys up, just like that. There we go. She's tight. She is tight. Alright. Now, this guy just went something like that. you need to come back up like so. That's our lever. Alright, what else? What else are we missing? We need to go probably to this guy. Yeah, put that guy in, put that one in. That's in, that's in. Da, 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 da. Go ahead and bolt this guy back in. Got one screw there. Then I believe these were our other two. 1 and 2. 2's way on down there. I'll get these two started first. We're gonna put our muffler on. Start working our way backwards. Start working our way backwards. Those two are tight. There's this guy. Let's turn it over on edge. Get that guy going. How we doing? 36. We may make it within an hour. Dang, this thing's gotten so daggone nasty. So beat up just by me freaking cleaning it. Lost a lot of paint just cleaning. It's a shame. Or it's real weak. Go ahead, lock it down. Go back to this one. Lock it down. And then this guy will lock it down. There we go. Now, oil cap, go back on. Starting to look like a saw again. Starting to. Alright, we're going to turn our attention to our muffler. Go ahead and put that bad boy back on. Gasket still on it. So we will just pull out this little crap. Get back down on here. These dirty ones was up here. There you go. Get line back up. Tell you what I'm excited for is to pull it over, which I guess I could now, but let's get it back together before we get that far off in it. I want to pull it over and just see what the compressions are going to be like. Imagine it's going to be much more better. Much more better. More gooder. As Mr. Bellhopper would say, more gooder. There's that guy. Then this guy right yonder. Get them started. That one's locked down. That one's locked down. We may pull a spark arrestor out of it at some point, but I don't think it's going to be stopped up. I've run into a few saws that they're actually stopped up on. They may have been a little clogged. This one may be a little clogged. Go. Alright, I think we're down to carb, top handle, and the likes. So, Where do we start first? Do we go with top handle or cover? I think we should, because we'll have one bolt there, one bolt there, 3 down there, 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one somewhere. Where am I missing one? I think I pulled one out of there. I bet that's what this one is. Yep. I have one extra. I should have pulled it out of there. Didn't have to. That one's tight. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy to line back up for us. Maybe a little wonky. Go down like yo. Down like so. I'll have to pull a plug up through it. Come on. There you go. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Just gotta get these lined up. That one. Come on. Kill wire. There we go. Alright, got this one right off in here. Another one of those kind of funky little mounts. It's going to take a little bit to get right, I have a feeling. There we go. We'll leave it minorly loose till we get all this going. We'll start on these guys, and we're going to start on this one way up here. It's a bugger to get to. That's what we're going to start at. Right there. Come on. I can get my finger to get it started. Whew. I want to get this one 3/4 of the way in there before I do anything else. There we go. Now it's going to start being a bugger. Okay, there's one. Going to number 2. I'm going to send you right there. Number 3, right in there. Come on. Line up for me. There we go. That one's still leaving them a little loose till I get that bottom one in, and then we'll tighten all these up, and then we're gonna be down to the handle, and that'll do it. I'd say that will do it. I do believe. Should be these 2 guys over here. All right. Now, this guy right there. Man, we got beetles coming in from all over the place. I don't know what's got them so fascinated with the shop, but they are loving it right now. Come on. There we go. Send this little nut in here on the back side. Use our finger to hold it. There we go. Tighten this guy on down. Tight. Tighten that guy on down. Tight. This guy on down. Tight. Oh, that spark plug ain't even tight, so it's a good sign. Real good sign. All right, I guess we're down to handlebar and the others. Yeah, this mount's ripped off. Ain't doing nothing but holding on by the bar. If I can get it to somewhat line back up how it was. I have to order another one. That's a shame, but like we said, it happens. It sure enough happens. There we go. Now we get this guy lined up. That's not good. Used up all my screws. We ain't got none for this. How did I run 2 screws low? Tell me what I did with them. Ah, I didn't. Used the wrong ones for our handle here. These is cap screw. There we go. There we go. Now to line that guy back up, we'll go ahead and start on this guy here. Get it lined up perfect. I say perfect, not really perfect, because we'll just get these started. We'll have to take it off later on. How we doing? 48 minutes. We're gonna come in right under an hour. Still fairly clean. Like I said, that's just where I gotta clean it back off. Take some cleaner, just grease from my hands. I'll make it nice and pretty again. I guess we can go ahead and clamp these on down, because that mount's just gonna move. Yeah, it's just floppy. Send these 2 guys in here, like so. And I set my T-handle right there. Set it up, that way it'll go completely down. Nope, wrong T-handle. A big one, make my small one right there. Really helps when you use the right tools. There we go. guy started before we drive that one home. Those are tight. That's where it's going to be at till we can get it another mount down there. It's going to be locked in pretty well down there. All right, we're ready to put our carburetor back on. I think it worked pulling fuel last time. Well, we got 10 minutes. We can pull it apart real quick. I got some HS stuff and not too much worried about the pump, but it does look like her impulse has got some crud off in it, but I could be wrong. No, we'll pull it real quick. No, it's already showing fuel come out of it. Fresh. So that's that stuff I put in the other day. It's fresh fuel, so it was pumping it. If she leaks a little bit, we'll pull it back off, throw a kid in it. Yeah. See where she's weeping around the side of it. That's that fresh gas I just put in it. It's real fresh. All right. Now let's get this guy lined back up on here. Like so. That guy should go down in there. We have to help it out a little bit. There we go. As we press this sucker on, like so, should come on down in there. There we go. She's on down in it now. All right. Throw our nuts on here. Try to see what side was on it before. Looks like that side. Then this one was that side. Slam her on home. Got that one fairly well started. Go back this side. Yeah, this thing looks dirtier than when I started. But we can get it clean on off. It's just this grease and stuff that was on my hands. I thought we was on it there. Maybe not. Alright, that one's getting tight. That one's tight. There we go. Locked down. Cocked and ready to rock. So this guy, that's the throttle. I like to move you around, move you up here. You're on there. We'll have to somehow. Oh heck, I think I done put this thing on there wrong. I don't know if I can pull it back out. Yeah, done set it on there the wrong way, I believe. Can we get it out of there? So you need to go so in there. Set it on up here. See if I can get this bugger to work. Come on. Don't tell me I gotta pull it all down to do that again. Don't believe it was like that, because I'd make it all the way out here. No, it was definitely like this. I gotta do it like that. Really? Huh. Looks like I can take my pliers, get that sucker back on there. I hope. If not, I gotta pull this whole top handle back off. Really don't want to do that. That were not what I wanted to do. Dadgummit. Alright, I'm gonna pause y'all real quick. Time to finish this up. Get this rod back in there real quick. Well, it took some persuading, but I got it back off in there. Now we just got our little C-clips. 1 and 2. Or E-clips, sorry. They're E-clips, ain't C-clips. Oh, that little bugger's gonna be tough. Typically, take pliers. She's off in there, I believe. Usually go one more time, make sure. Spin it on around back toward the top. Just make sure she's all the way in there. Okay. One last one. Right yonder. Use your pliers to get this one as well. Oh, come on, don't shoot off with me. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Got a little bit of play right there. I don't know how much further it's supposed to go. I guess none. That's the hard stop right there. Tighten this whole spark plug on down. So there's nothing off in our card box. Shouldn't be on in there. There we go. See, that's pretty darn tight right there. Let's verify we got spark. We should. If I remember right. Verify we got spark. we got spark now. Got plenty of it. Put the clutch cover back on. Like so. Got the big old West Coast Felon Dogs on it. Let's see, I think it was that one. Yep. Go. Last but not least, our F50 cover. Go on with something like that, something like so. Go ahead and get this side started. Go. And creme de la creme, like that. And I believe she is a half lock, but sometimes it can be a little stubborn. Had it do it to me before. There you go, right there. And that is it. She is back together and back to compression. I mean, she ain't perfect, but brand new ring or used rings, not even seated in. That's not bad. It's not bad at all, I must say. I mean, that's a good little thud right there. So that'll about wrap it up for tonight on this one. I said we'll have to get an AV mount for this handlebar up here. And then, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, we're good on that one in there. We're buying this clutch cover. It's tight. Yeah, we just need that mount right there, and that should take up any little slack we have left in it. She's still, I mean, she's fairly tight. I could possibly use a little more, a couple mounts, but I ain't too awful worried on it. Ain't gonna see a whole lot of use, but that's it. So we pulled it apart, found out it had broken rings. Literally, broken rings. Took a used set I had from a cylinder and piston I bought. I reused the stock cylinder and piston. They were in great shape. A little bit of pitting below the intake, but nothing of concern really. It was still smooth. Didn't see any marring, anything where the rings broke and was run. Really don't know why the rings broke, unless just heat and wear. But pulled it apart, pulled the base gasket off it. Base gasket, it wasn't even touching 62 thousandths solder. Without it, it was sitting at 37 thousandths, which isn't great, but a whole lot better than it was. We sandwiched it down, so it's probably still back to around 40. But it's got, like I said, a nice pop to it now. So we will have to fire it up, see how it runs, see if it's got any air leaks. Like I said, I ain't touched the crank seals, nothing like that. We'll just have to see. And know the carb is pulling fuel. I could literally smell it when I was pulling it over without the filter on. So it's pulling fuel. Had just a little bit left off in it. Wasn't a whole lot. So that's a good sign. Yeah, weren't hardly any at all in it. and we'll just see how it runs. We'll see if we need to throw crank seals in it. Like I said, I'll get the 1AB mount and we'll run it just a little bit, and it'll sit back up on my shelf over there. It's gonna be more of a shelf queen than anything. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I said I'm trying to get some of these other saws back just running. So if you did like it, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And we will see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all have a great evening, folks. Thanks, y'all.